Hey guys, I'm Tracy O'Connell. I just wanted to, before I start my lesson, I just wanted to say that I will be reading this book in the beginning of the year to help build community and to understand differences in the classroom and how to really kind of embrace each person individually for who and for what they are. So I'll get started with the lesson. Good morning, class. So today we're going to be reading a book and it's called It's Okay to Be Different. And just from looking at the cover, what do you guys think that this story could possibly be about? Jill? Okay, yeah, maybe it's about just seeing that there's different types of people, right? There's different kinds of people in the world, and there's also different types of students that we have too, right? Okay, good, yeah, excellent. Okay, so before we get started with this book, I also wanted to mention to you guys that there's something pretty special about this book, okay? There's two things actually. The first thing is that we have this really special kind of word that's here. This is the word it's, and it's actually called a contraction. Can you guys say that word? Yes, very good, contraction. Can we see how many syllables that word actually is? Let's see, hold on. Contraction. How many syllables is that? 3, yes, beautiful, very good. Okay, so a contraction is 2 words that are actually made smaller by placing an apostrophe. This little guy right here is called an apostrophe, and it's where the letters have been taken out, okay? So this word, even though it's one word, it's actually made up of 2, and the 2 words that it's made up of is the word it and the word is, okay? And they bring it together and they make the word it's. Okay, the next thing I also wanted you guys to notice is that we've spoken a little bit about patterns, and you guys know what a pattern is, right? Who can remind the class what a pattern is? Okay, good. Yes, a pattern is something that repeats itself 3 or more times, okay? So in this book, you're going to see a pattern, and the pattern is going to be these first 3 words. On every single page, you're going to see it's okay to, all right? All right, so let's get started with our book. So it's called It's Okay to Be Different. It's by Todd Parr, and he is a New York Times best-selling author. And you guys know what that means. That means that this is a pretty awesome book, okay? It's okay to be different. Oh, look at that. Look again, it's okay to, okay. It's okay to be missing a tooth, or 2, or 3. It's okay to need some help. It's okay to have a different nose. If you guys want to read along with me, you can, okay? Let's try to move this over a little bit. You guys, be a different color. Very good. Have no hair. You guys are doing a great job. Come from a different place. Be embarrassed. Lose your mittens. Good. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to have different kinds of friends. Make a wish. Good. Excellent job, guys. Excellent. Okay. So, what I'd like for you guys to do now is I'd like for you to turn and to talk to your partner, okay? And talk about what it's okay to do. All right? All right. So take a moment now. Sit down, just turn and talk to your partner, and I'm going to come around and listen to what you guys are just kind of discussing. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna have the kids, as I said, they're gonna turn and they're gonna talk to each other. I'm gonna go around and kind of do like a little bit of an informal assessment where I can just listen in on their conversation and just hear what they have to say. So then what I'll do is I'll bring the children back together facing the front of the classroom, and then I will go into this paper that I have here, And what I'll do, this will be like on a dry erase board. And what I'll do is I'll have at the top of it, it's okay too. And then I'll be able to speak to the students and I'll call on each one and find out what they discussed with their partner in order to have them to listen to what they said. And then I put the list on the board. So it would go something like this. I'd say, you know, okay guys, let's come back together. Okay, so at the top of our dry erase board right here, we have it's okay too. So Jill, why don't you tell me, what did you and Alex discuss? What do you guys think it was okay to do? Okay, to laugh. Yeah, very good. Yeah, it is okay to laugh. Absolutely, very good. All right, Mike and Ian, what did you guys decide? What did you guys talk about? You guys talked about it's okay to shout. Okay, it is. Yeah, it's okay to shout. And how about Joey and Tracy? What did you guys decide? What did you guys talk about? It's okay to cry. Very good. So I would go on and I would just have the kids all list all the different things that they talked about together in their group. And then I would have this on the dry erase board, or I'd have it on the smart board where the students can have access to it back at their seats, because what they're going to do is they're going to go back to their seats and they're going to do this worksheet. And this worksheet, I picked out this worksheet for a few different kinds of assessment. The first one is to help them with their fine motor skills. So they would be tracing, so I would explain to them, okay guys, we're gonna go back to our seats. You guys are going to trace over the letters. I would go over the letters with them at the rug, and I would just show them how to go over their letters, how to hold their pencil, and just writing out again the pattern, it's okay to. And then I'd have them fill out from, you know, they can pick from this chart if they wanted to, or they can also just pick something that they wanted to do on their own. Another thing I would do, another assessment I would do, it's informal again, but I would have them, if they were going to say, it's okay to laugh. Okay, what I'd have them do is they'd write out the word, I'd help them write out the word, or at least write out some of the first sounds that they hear. And then what I'd have them do is have them do a little art project. And so this little art project is something similar to what we have on the cover of our book. And I'd have them pick out, you know, one of the colors that they think they'd want to have for like their little, for the face. And then I would have them paste it onto their paper. So for example, my paper would say, it's okay to laugh. And so the students would make their picture correlate or to connect to what they've written on the paper. So their picture, their art project would match with what they have here at the top of their paper. And then this would go right here, just like this. Okay. And then what I would do is after the students were finished doing that, then we'd come back to the rug and I would have students come up, you know, I'd pick a few students, just 3 or 4 students to come up and just explain, talk a little bit about what they wrote, talk about their picture a little bit, and then I'd make this into like a student book where the kids would be able to, you know, share it on a daily basis. I'd put it into the library where they can like go and, you know, read it. And actually, since they know now that, you know, how to say, how to say, you know, it's okay too, they should be able to make, it would be great if they can make the connection. I would hope that they would make the connection between what they've written here and then the actual picture, because if they were having trouble with what they heard here, hopefully the picture would help them to see like, oh, I see this little guy is laughing in this picture. So this word starts with a L, so it would be laugh. So okay, it's okay to laugh. Okay, so hopefully, so that would be another assessment that I would do as well. I would also assess them using the summative assessment, which evaluates the effectiveness of the experience after it's finished. So being able to sit and to listen to them, you know, read through their little, their project that they did would be another assessment. My links to my reading was acknowledging, which was on page 278, just giving positive attention given to the child. A lot of times I feel like it's really important to kind of like give the kids like this feeling of empowerment and you know, just being able to kind of like, you know, give them some self-confidence to know that like they're doing well, and that, you know, that's something that I really love to do in my classroom. Also scaffolding from page 285. These are all from Brady Camp, by the way. And scaffolding, page 285. It presents the learners with the just the right amount of challenge. And I thought that this was a little bit of a challenge right here. So where they would kind of like be able to trace over their words, you know, how straight could they make their lines. So that's something that I'd want to, so I thought that was also great as well for scaffolding. And then also reading to a whole group on page 387. It talks about if a book is relatively short and involves children's active participation, which it did. I had the students, you know, I'd show them a little bit, like it's okay too, and then I'd say, okay guys, you try it, you know, and then the kids would try it, and then they'd be able to, so that's part of like reading to a whole group, and I thought that was actually a great link as well. And yeah, I think that was it. Okay, so thank you for listening, and hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Okay, good luck, guys.